Welcome to Debatable, Delaney, the show where we debate on feelings, not facts. My name is Delaney, and my mission is to destigmatize debating and bring laughter back to the art of the debate. I'm a girl that likes to be right, and so this show will teach you the tools to learn to gaslight, confuse, and lie in order to prove your points. I'm also here to show you that you do not need to research to have a strong debate argument. Today I am joined by my friend Matt as we debate our current hottest takes, so laugh along and enjoy. That's debatable. Now that's debatable. One of my hot takes that I've been grappling with lately is that pizza should be eaten with a knife and fork.
I'm going to need to hear some arguments.
Okay, so I think that sandwiches should be eaten with your hands. Because there's...
I was about to spit my drink out if you said that sandwiches should be eaten with a knife and fork.
Because a sandwich has loose materials in the middle, and so it would be really hard to cut it with a knife and fork, and the bread would slide. But with pizza, when you lift it up, you're getting your hands dirty, and it's so easy to cut with a knife and a fork. Why wouldn't we?
So basically more of like the crux of your argument is... or what you're arguing is you should eat everything with a fork and knife.
Well, why don't we pick up like a piece of chicken with our hands?
I would love to. So actually, great story. My mom used to, once every like few months, she would do this thing called wolf manners when I was growing up, and we'd be allowed to like do whatever we wanted.
So cute.
Well, it was until my mom banned it from our household because at one point I used my teeth to grab a piece of chicken off the plate and then swallowed it whole. Like,
stop.
Like I tilted my head up and like made noises like growling noises. Yeah, wolf noises. I choked down a whole piece of chicken.
Stop. Wait, so when you were little, she was like, I know that we have a lot of manners talk, but one day a week, you're allowed to do whatever you want?
Yeah, I just feel so bad for her because she
That's
was like trying
so
to do like
cute.
she was trying to do such a nice thing for the kids. Like,
wait, I love that idea.
Yeah, no, it was so great, and I just had to go and take it too far and ruin it by just.
Okay, but why is it socially acceptable to pick up pizza with your hands and not other foods like chicken or a steak?
Bread. It's bread. It's almost a sandwich.
It's greasy. It
on the
makes
top,
your hands
but you don't touch
just
the
as
top.
messy.
Well, how do you pick up a pizza? Are you going like this
Yes.
and just picking up like that? You go from the crust. You don't touch
No,
the
but
grease.
the grease still, like my hands get so greasy from pizza.
I mean, are you getting like a meat cheese or something?
I get all different types, yeah.
Basically, what you're arguing is that you should eat with a fork and knife.
Yeah.
Unless like it's just physically impossible.
Right.
Or not impossible, but just really arduous.
Cumbersome.
Yeah, cumbersome. And I just think that that's a ludicrous take. I think...
Why wouldn't you want to have clean hands?
I don't know. It's just easier. It's simpler to eat with your hands.
Okay, should I do another one or do you want to do one?
Yeah, let's have you do one more and then I'll get into mine.
My next hot take is that LinkedIn is better for dating than dating apps.
I'm going to need a few examples before we get into this. That's just awful.
No, I think it's such a great way.
Okay,
if you actually wanted to find someone to date, you could use your connections on LinkedIn. Also, you could find someone that's interested in similar things as you, has similar career aspirations. You can look at their pictures. You can know who you have in common.
Their pictures? Who's posting multiple pictures?
Their picture. Or you can see if they've had like team pictures posted to their wall.
I clearly use LinkedIn a lot more than I do.
And then you can message them like, oh, I'm actually interested in getting into your industry. Would love to like buy you coffee. And then suddenly you're on a date and there's no stakes. So like if you don't like them, like you can just leave and like be like, oh, I learned something about marketing.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
So there's no like real life information to back this up.
Well, I've only gone on 2 dating app dates, so I'm like really losing hope in that. And like some cute guys
You've only
have
gone
been
on 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
And some cute guys have been adding me on LinkedIn, and I'm like, this is like amazing. I don't know how they find me or like why they know me, but I'm liking it. Okay, also, this is my actual take. It's not really a take, it's just a confusion. Hinge, my favorite part of Hinge used to be that it would like tell you who you had mutual connections with on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it was connected to. Now it doesn't. Like, that was the best part of Hinge. You could be like, oh, John looks cute and he actually knows 3 of my friends. Like, I can ask them about him.
You don't want to keep it as impersonal as possible?
No. Why did they take that away? Hinge also needs to connect to your LinkedIn so it doesn't show your coworkers your profile. I think that's a crazy flaw. I see my coworkers all the time.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah. Matt, hit us with one of your hot takes.
Yeah, so one of my hot takes here is the fact that I think that computer science should substitute the foreign language requirement in high school.
Stop.
So normally...
No. No, that's not going to happen. That's crazy.
So in order to apply to college, like, this might depend on the state, but I think you're required at least 2, maybe 3 years of foreign language to be taken in order to apply to most colleges. And I just think that that's absolutely ludicrous, and it's a complete waste of time. And I think that we'd be much better if everyone was taking computer science instead of foreign language.
That's honestly, like, ridiculous. First of all, like, computer science is so niche. Like, we do not need everyone studying computer science. We do need everyone studying something like foreign language because, first of all, it's how we study other cultures so that we're not so narcissistically American. It's also how we, like, engage our minds to think beyond what we know.
Well, I'm glad you would say that, Delaney, because, okay, so maybe it does expand your worldview a little bit. Honestly, I would posit that computer science does that as well.
We don't have enough jobs in the United States for everyone to get a coding job. It's such a weird specific job that you would request. Like, I'm so confused. I would maybe understand your point if you were like, we don't need foreign language. Instead, like, each person should choose one of 5 different trades to learn. Like, maybe I would get that. The fact that you want everyone to learn coding puts my mind, first of all, at, like, the smartest kids are going to get into coding. And then the rest of us have the same situation we had with foreign language where we're never going to use it again. Like, I wasn't the smartest kid in class. I learned coding. I wouldn't have gotten a job in coding. And now I'm back never using coding again.
Well, how much do you use, like, high-level science or, like, math or, I mean, it's just...
Well, but that was your argument against not wanting a foreign language.
Well, you use it incrementally, like, a lot more than your foreign language class, but that doesn't mean that everyone's going to be a coder.
How will I use coding in my day-to-day life?
I'm not saying you, but, like, the average high schooler would benefit a lot more from understanding how computers work and understanding... And, like, maybe quite a few of them would be coders, much more, and that would be much more beneficial to the economy and to, like, the general populace and as a whole.
Wouldn't that make coding jobs less desirable and therefore pay less because everyone's doing it?
I mean, in theory.
My point against you is, like, I don't use a lot of the stuff I learned in school.
Yeah, I mean, most people don't.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that incrementally, like, computer science is more beneficial than foreign language.
Well, yeah, learning any trade would be more beneficial. Like, that would be like me saying, like, I don't think that people should learn history. I think that people should just learn how to be a plumber. Yeah, you could probably get a job easier because you would have a skill.
I mean,
learning any skill is more beneficial, but part of growing up is you get these subjects that are hopefully teaching you the basic, like, tenets of life, and so you can be a grown-up, and then you should learn a trade. Like, yeah, we could all skip high school if we all became plumbers or... Sorry, that's the only thing I can think of. We could all skip high school if we became construction workers.
Like a plumber fetish?
Yeah, apparently.
A plumber's butt fetish.
I was thinking, so when I was thinking about my LinkedIn hot take, I almost wrote, you're more likely to find love on TaskRabbit. Because you're meeting these people in person.
Honestly, I've had some great TaskRabbiters.
Me too. My mom constantly wants me to fall in love with TaskRabbits.
Are you serious?
Whenever I move.
That's where you're at in your love life. Like, Darla's inviting people over
No, whenever I move, my mom's like, did you set up a TaskRabbit? I'm like, I might just like have someone I know do it. And she's like, I really think you should get a TaskRabbit. I've never had a hot TaskRabbit once. I did have a guy that I had like over twice because he was good the first time. And I saved his life. My mirror almost fell on him.
Damn, it sounds like the world
And then
was
he
trying
made
to
it
tell you
up to
something.
me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm kidding. No, I've never slept with a TaskRabbit. Okay, do you want to go or should I?
You should.
Okay, I have a really good idea. I think there's a big need for women's sports to get more appreciation. And I know that based on like media in prior like movies, people think like a league of their own, like you need to sexualize sports. And I think that's obviously the wrong choice. I think the best way to get people to watch female sports is to make a reality show revolving around a sports team. And I think that you should use the Brittany Griner situation as like a jumping off point. I think that sounds amazing.
Real Housewives of the WNBA.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a little fucked up, but like the really awesome opportunity about the WNBA is like there's a much higher percentage of like non-straight participants. So there's a real opportunity for like pretty explosive shit happening.
Yeah. Do you think that there will ever be like a co-ed professional sports league?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there probably would be, or there already would have been one.
If there was going to be.
If there was going to be one. I think it's just kind of it's just too unfair.
Okay.
Unless there's a way to like balance the playing field or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see it happening. It'd be funny though.
It would.
Like for one night only, like the best men, the best women just get on the court.
Wait, what about for the Olympics? It has to be men and women together.
I'd be interested. I mean, I think the Olympics are pretty boring.
Oh, I love the Olympics.
Is that a hot take?
Yeah, I love the Olympics.
Like what? Like what about the Olympics?
I love rooting for my country.
I mean,
love watching the best people in their sport. I've thought about getting an Olympic rings tattoo just as a conversation starter.
I love that actually. Like a little Olympics ring, this tramp stamp.
Yeah. People be like, who the hell was that?
They probably just assumed that you were like an Olympic athlete.
If I were to tell you like I'm an Olympian, what would you guess my sport is?
I'd say you're one of those like cross country like shooters. Like
that's like the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
What?
You think I'm completely unathletic? That I can't do a single athletic sport?
Are you saying Olympians aren't athletic?
A shooter?
Yeah, it takes a lot of hand-eye.
To shoot things?
Yeah, and then you do the cross-country thing after.
What's the cross-country thing?
You get on the skis, and it's like...
You shoot things and then you ski?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Matt named 2 things I've never done. I've never been a good skier. I'm really good at other sports. And obviously, I've never been a good shooter. That's so insulting. Well, I think that if you were to tell me you were an Olympian, that you would be... I'm actually going to be honest. I'm not just going to be mean.
That was honest. You'd be a good cross-country skier with the shooting in between.
I would guess that you were maybe on the bobsled team.
Why? Because I'm fat, so there's a lot of weight that'll
exactly.
bring us downhill.
Exactly.
Yeah. How honest of you, Delaney? I
don't know. Like I was trying to think of what you would honestly be, and it's hard. Like, are you flexible? I was thinking maybe a diver.
God, no. I can't even touch my toes.
I only know the really like popular sports, and neither of us would be any of those, obviously.
Sure.
Okay, you go. Hit me with something really spacey.
How about fanny packs? Let's deal with fanny packs. Like, people did them ironically at first, and that was like kind of cute. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
and now they're just all over the place, and I'm
Yeah.
supposed to just accept that it's like a decent fashion icon. One of our very dear friends, Patrick Chen, wears
Oh my God.
a fanny pack non-ironically, and like
Patrick
I'm
is
not,
one of the most stylish people in the world.
yeah, but like even Bill Belichick makes a wrong draft pick. Even Vera Wang makes a wrong style choice, right?
I think that fanny packs have been such an iconic style choice, and specifically in San Francisco, it's really important for fanny packs to work because I don't think people in San Francisco are very stylish. But one thing I will say about San Francisco is...
So then they couldn't pull them off.
No, just wait. The one thing San Francisco has going for it is the word that I would use to describe San Francisco fashion is athleisure. Everyone's wearing Patagonias, crop tops, leggings. No one's actually like dressing
really don't care that
stylish. And so it would be weird to wear like a purse with like a Patagonia. You need to wear a fanny pack.
So basically what you're saying is the fanny pack is the I've given up of holding things on your person?
No, I think the fanny pack is the athleisure of fashion.
Oh, what's non-athletic about like putting stuff in your pockets or about
Girls don't have pockets.
you pockets?
I'm
You
wearing
have 4
jeans.
pockets. Yeah, I see 4 pockets.
Also, my wallet wouldn't fit in these pockets because I'm so flushed with cash.
Fanny packs. Okay, you said that fanny packs are the athleisure
Yeah.
of purses or whatever.
Yeah.
I think fanny packs, probably the best and most apt analogy for fanny packs are shoulder pads from the 80s.
No.
Yes.
Shoulder pads don't have a purpose.
What does the fanny pack do?
To hold things.
You have pockets in a purse. Just stick to what you know.
Okay, this is what I carry in my purse. Some sort of lip stuff. So like either a lip gloss, chapstick, or lipstick. I usually carry like a compact to like pat down my face if I'm shiny.
What's that called?
A compact. I carry my wallet, I carry my phone, and I carry earphones. Where am I supposed to fit all of that on my pants?
Okay,
Unless
that's
I'm wearing
fair.
cargo shorts.
Just put it in like your wallet or like your just a fanny pack is just so unnecessary.
How
It's
does
so
a fanny
ugly.
pack look different than a purse?
Like it looks like you're about to whip out like an EpiPen and stab me or something. Like I don't know. It
do
looks like
think-
you're allergic to peanuts. Like it's just
I do think it's funny that like fanny packs used to be worn like around your waist like a belt. And I do think that's like crazy and I would never do that. Now people wear their fanny packs around them like diagonally.
I will say,
Which looks cool.
I will say that's a little better, but you still look like a lifeguard. Like it still looks like you're wearing like the Nike Monarchs or something like
It
that.
looks so sick.
No, it doesn't.
But I don't know anyone that would wear a fanny pack the way it
Like-
was originally intended.
Like dads wear fanny packs. Like 6-year-old men wear fanny packs. Like it's not stylish. Like it's
They wear them
if you're
around their
wearing it
waist.
ironically, I get it. But it's just not it is not the style choice for the able-bodied young 20-year-old healthy person.
What do you even mean by wearing something ironically? What's the difference between wearing something ironically and wearing something real? There's no way of knowing.
I'm real, Delaney. First of all, I'm real. I post on Be Real, unlike you. I'm very real. I show my life as it is.
I'm so scared to get Be Real. Like I know that I'm gonna get Be Real every time I like sit on the toilet.
So then be real.
Are you real on the toilet?
I guess you'll have to Be Real to find out.
I think I'm just like of the mindset of like if you never want to be made fun of, like for sure, do everything ironically. Like never put your heart out on the line. But if you want to live
Full
life, if you want to live life to the fullest, do everything with your full heart, and people are gonna make fun of you, and screw them, and you have something to laugh about later.
Full hearts, clear eyes, can't lose. Fanny packs. Let's ride.
Exactly.
Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Life's too short to care what other people think about fanny packs. Okay, my next hot take is really like short. My next hot take is push-pull signs on doors are pointless and they're only there to make you look like an idiot because you only ever read them after you've made the wrong decision.
You clearly don't do well with instruction because I'm constantly I mean, maybe this is just kind of like a superhuman skill that I have, but I'm constantly taking in my environment, right? I'm just used to seeing the.
Do you read those signs before you do them?
Obviously, if I know I'm getting in a building, I've already scoped out like where the people are coming in and out. I've scoped out which door I'm going in.
Have you never made a mistake? Push or pull?
Undefeated, never lost.
That's crazy. I think
sorry.
my record's like 50-50.
50-50. Yeah, well, I guess you just aren't good at taking direction.
I only read it once I've already made a mistake. And it's like, obviously it's the other one. Like, I don't need to read it now.
I think, wait, hold up. Like, I get, like, if at first you don't succeed, try again. But,
yeah.
You would think maybe you would learn over time to just be a little bit more like observant of your surroundings. Like, oftentimes I have a sign. I have a horrible track record opening doors. Let me look at the fucking door first to see if it's a push or a pull.
It's not about like that. It's about the fact that there's a 50% chance that you're going to be right anyways. So like, why would you waste time reading something?
It's a half second. What do you aren't wasting anything. You're walking up to the door. What else are you looking at? Like,
it's also a half second to try pushing and then try pulling. Like, who's wasting their time labeling these doors when there's only 2 options?
Yeah, but who's the one who looks like a fucking idiot when half the time they get it wrong?
Then I laugh and I look adorable.
That's some female privilege right there. That's some.
You're right.
Ooh, silly me. You can't get the door. I guess a big, strong man's going to have to come open the door. Oh.
I guess so. Someone from LinkedIn is going to have to come find me. It's so funny that you bring up like female privilege because right before you came, I was thinking about this and it isn't a hot take, but it's just like a funny thing. Like every morning I look on Spotify and I look up like woman empowerment playlists. And there are so many. Like it plays Beyonce, it plays like Taylor Swift, it plays like all of these like amazing females that are like pumping you up, like Lizzo, like pumping women up. I don't think there's a single like men empowerment playlist, is there? Like that's not a thing in men's culture.
Well, I think that's part of like the male privilege is it's just kind of that's sort of society. I mean, like all of rap. I mean, rap is just male empowerment. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm the tough guy. Like I fuck everybody and I have hella guns and money.
I just find it so funny to think about like you or any man like waking up and being like, oh, I'm gonna put on my men empowerment songs. As I get ready today, I'm going to put on my men empowerment playlist. Guys do listen to female empowerment playlists. And it's like, guys, go back to where you belong.
Like, fuck off. Yeah. Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, guys.
Go back to graduation. Literally.
Like the album and
yeah, that was a really funny joke that I just made.
I have a hot take off the fly here.
Kanye?
No, it's not Kanye. It's the person who's been most affiliated with Kanye over the past decade.
Kim
needs to be taking more heat.
I actually agree with that.
Like we aren't just gonna slide Kim under like.
She at least needs to be making statements that are like, I do not agree with anything that Kanye's saying. Right now, she's just like, I'm going to be a fashion girly. Also, her like biggest brand over the last year has been Balenciaga, who's also taking a lot of heat for being like a child molestation ring.
Yeah, that I didn't know like what they were about, and then I saw the ad, and it's weird.
So
it's
Kim
weird.
has a lot of people making bad decisions. Like, she needs to be making more statements.
Back to Kim and Kanye. Kanye fucking sucks.
Kanye, everyone has decided, is the worst. And you're right. Kim needs to be held responsible for, first of all, this couldn't have been like, this can't be all new actions.
Yeah, exactly. This can't be a new revelation for him that Kanye thinks Hitler. That Jews suck and need to forgive Hitler. Like this can't be something that came up within the past year. Like this has to be brewing over multiple years.
And even if it is new, like she has to be able to put out a statement that's like, just so you guys know, I disavow whatever he's saying.
Yeah. You were married to this man. Like you literally said like through sickness and health, like I am bound to him and his behaviors and his thoughts, like through thick and through thin, for better or for worse, like literally, and you just aren't going to say anything. And
she also needs to say something about Balenciaga. I'm actually shocked she's not taking more heat for all of this. Okay, I have a hot take. And like you probably will agree with this, but I think this could lead to a good conversation. Okay, so I'm like a complete believer in global warming. Like I think we need to fix it immediately. Mm. But I'm so confused about the way we're going about it. Like whoever was the PR person for plastic straws, like bravo, congratulations, you did amazing. I'm confused why that was the first step we took to cure global warming, and we haven't taken any steps since.
Because of the turtles. Did you see that video of the turtle writhing in pain
Do you know
as they tried to remove the straw that was like a foot into his skull? Did you see the turtle?
Do you know what's going to happen
if turtle!
we don't stop global warming? We're all going to like burn alive.
Allegedly.
Like, why are people so more worried about the turtles than like human existence? Like okay, this happens to me. The hot take happens to me every time I check my mail because I haven't had a plastic straw in like 4 years, and I'm fine with that. Like,
some at Woodlands, by the way.
You did?
Yeah, I'm about to get one tomorrow.
We should cancel them.
I'm good. I love my cold brew with at the side of plastic.
I'm fine without plastic straws, but when I check my mail and I see like 7 catalogs that I didn't order printed on like thousands of pages of glossy paper that I'm going to throw directly into the trash, I'm just like, why are we drinking out of biodegradable straws if people are still sending catalogs?
Honestly, it's the fucking turtle video. Like it's
so
just,
should we stage a new video?
Yeah, should we like? So you want to
like
get rid of those
gagging on
on the glossy paper? Yeah, or just like some poor pregnant woman slipping on the slippery glossy page and breaking her back and killing the baby, which is a form of abortion, which is illegal in the United States.
I think that seems amazing, but I think that we could do something even easier by just doing like a simple poll on like the New York Times of like, when's the last time you read a catalog? And if it's less than like 20%, let's cancel all catalogs. Like, why are we still sending those out? Okay, I have a really good one for you, actually.
Okay. Let's hear it.
This is my best hot take of the evening. It's taken a while to get here.
Best for last, obviously, or not necessarily.
Yeah. My next hot take is that therapists should matchmake their clients.
Wait, this is... I'm not even going to disagree with that. That is great. Like, you go to school...
They know exactly what they need. You have a bunch of clients that could potentially be suitors, and you can set them up perfectly versus like me having to go out there on my own and like meet people that I know are obviously not going to be matches.
That's the real Hinge disruptor.
Yeah.
That's the real Match.com disruptor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you're a therapist and you go to school for 4 to 6 years, you should be able to within a reasonable amount of confidence, be able to put me with somebody else.
Yeah.
If you can't, you should lose your license.
And if you care about helping people, I mean, that could be an amazing way to help me out.
No, honestly, I'm fully on board with that.
Thanks.
I think that we should really, I mean, I know that there's like the privacy aspect with it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that you could just sign a little waiver. Maybe we just make a platform, just sign a little waiver, and then your therapist has the opportunity to set you up.
Well, and the therapists could also talk. Like, they could be like, oh, I have this anxious avoidant client. I think they would go really well with this type of person if anyone has any.
It just starts to be like backroom deals, and it's like, oh, like I'll set your guy up with my girl.
Yeah.
But you have to help me out here.
Yes.
And it's just like this black market of setting people up. I could totally get behind that.
And then when you're going to therapy while you're dating someone that they know, you can be like, oh my God,
That's perfect.
He was like doing this crazy stuff and I was getting the ick. And then the therapist could calm me down being like, relax, Delaney. Like, he's like this because of this past trauma he has. I'll be like, oh, now I understand.
Oh, I totally see it now. Like,
yeah.
No, wait. I think we found
a new
next $1 billion idea. Yeah. I've honestly, I think that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
I've thought about that on like my therapy calls. It's like, have you talked, like, I know my therapist talks to like people my age-ish.
Yeah.
Have they talked to people my age that they're like, wow, like these people would be amazing?
Yeah. Why can't they talk to us about their other clients? I don't get it.
HIPAA.
Don't say anything crazy.
Fucking big government.
Just use your best judgment. We're all adults here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you tell me about their trauma, like, come on. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
Nothing. I don't see any downsides. Okay, this is a good one. I think that fighting should be allowed in all sports, like hockey. And
is hockey a sport?
You did not just say that. So fighting is important in hockey and lacrosse now because...
Wait, it's in lacrosse?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You're clearly more up to date on the lacrosse world than I am.
I'm up to date on the fighting trends in athletics.
I mean,
it's something that I'm very passionate about.
As a black belt in jiu-jitsu, like, I would expect that.
As someone that loves watching fights, it's something that I really keep abreast on. But yeah, so I think it's important to have fighting in sports because right now, like, we put so much pressure on the refs to make the right calls of like, that was what they were supposed to be doing and all that jazz. Versus hockey, they allow them to fight. So if someone makes a bad move that could like potentially have injured someone, like they just like have a fist fight, have it out, and then they like settle it. So everyone's really afraid to do something that would be like illegal or potentially cause injury.
Wow. That's actually like a really insightful point.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, watching the World Cup, it is so soft. Like the U.S. versus Iran, like I swear there was like one of the softest dives, like the softest fake injuries I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And that could be a great way to really
spice things up.
Yeah. Obviously, you spice up the sport. And also, like...
hold people accountable.
Yeah, you hold people accountable, and also you want to make sure that that the real toughest country wins.
I haven't been watching the World Cup, but honestly, like, I'm a huge basketball fan, and I've been shocked and disturbed about all of the acting going on.
Disturbed.
People are touched, and they fall to the ground.
And it's the head thing.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not here to watch you win an Emmy. Like, I want to watch you play the sport. And I want, like, if someone tries to pull an acting stunt, like, someone should be able to, like, Draymond wasn't wrong. Like, he should be able to punch anyone he wants.
Draymond was not wrong. That is the hot take of the night. I like that.
Okay,
Draymond wasn't wrong.
The hot take is that Draymond wasn't wrong in punching Jordan Poole, his own teammate. And honestly, like, I've never been more sure in that take, specifically because of the fact that Steve Kerr, his reaction to it was like, oh, I'm really bummed that it got out. His reaction wasn't like, I'm bummed that Draymond punched Poole.
So you missed in the Michael Jordan documentary.
Okay.
There's a part where Michael Jordan punches the shit out of Steve Kerr in the face.
Stop.
Yeah, like I don't think they have it on film, but it's like a famous story in practice. Like Steve Kerr was getting in his face, and then like Jordan punches him in the face. So like Steve Kerr knows what it's like to be on the receiving end. Like he could not be a better coach for Jordan Poole.
Wait, here's a hot take. Why do people say like it's better to fight things out in words than physical? Like, why is that much better?
I don't know. Because, like, honestly, in words, like, people are just, they're so charged with their own emotions, and they aren't necessarily right. They're clearly convoluted by like their own biases, right?
And some people are better with words than others.
Exactly. And then the people who aren't better with words or don't feel comfortable saying things are going to feel like
they lost.
Yeah, they lost and they're feeling unheard, which is a negative. Whereas if you fight and you just get dominated by somebody else, like, shut up and get in line.
Right.
Honestly, bring back fighting just in life.
Bring back fighting.
But like, I mean,
Jordan and Draymond seem just fine. We do need to take out the stigma of like, if you get in a fight with someone, you can no longer be friends with them. Like, no, like you can get in an argument and get in a little bit of a fight and then be like,
that's relationship 101.
Yeah.
You fight and make up.
Yeah.
Isn't that Katy Perry lyric?
You fight and make up, you kiss and make love.
Hey, honestly, that's the remix at least.
Like, honestly, Draymond and Jordan should like honestly use this to their advantage and sign like a advertising deal together. That would be so funny. They should sign a deal with Sour Patch Kids, where it's like first you're sour, then you're sweet. That would be like $1 million deal.
And then they show the video of them punching, and then it flashes to them kissing.
Not kissing, but they should win the NBA title this year, and it should flash to them holding the trophy. Okay, well, this was a blast. Thank you for joining, Matt. Thank you for listening to our hot takes. Hopefully you found them both relatable and debatable. Subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Please leave a review and follow me on Instagram at Debatable Delaney. Happy New Year. See you next week. I mean, that's debatable. Now that's debatable.